Why hello there, I'm Alana from Win and welcome to this video which is all about what should you be taking to site. Now if you're heading to site for your very first swing, a massive congratulations to you. This is legitimately one of the biggest opportunities that you'll ever get given in your life, but you're probably like right about now going, okay, that's awesome, but what the hell am I meant to be taking to site? I've got limited space and I need to take all my uniforms, etc, etc. I can only take so many kilos on the plane. Well, in this video, I'm going to go over some essentials and some things that you might want to consider just to make your time on site a little bit easier. So without a doubt, the number one thing is a backpack. You can take it on the plane, you can take it to and from site. It is so much easier to carry things around, so you can get these full-on gangstered out backpacks, but they're really not necessary, to be honest. A simple one where you can carry your take-by book or your jumper on the plane or your laptop or your book, whatever, can be essential to getting you or to making your swing a lot easier. Now, something that I swear by, and yes, you will be provided with potentially biodegradable or plastic crib containers and forks and knives and stuff for your lunch, aka your crib, but I used to take these collapsible crib containers. They're easy to wash. You can put hot stuff in there, cold stuff in there. They can hold a ton of food. They insulate it for you, so they are really super awesome, and they come with their own built-in knife, fork and spoon. Very helpful. You know what else I always recommend? A collapsible kettle for your room. Not every single room will have kettles. Some will, some won't, but why not take your own? These things can hold a litre of water. They collapse down to basically nothing. They weigh hardly anything, and they can be a lifesaver if you're like me and the very first thing that you need in the morning is your caffeine hit, but can't be bothered walking to the mess or to go and find like somewhere where you can make a coffee. Right, another thing as well, a drink bottle and or a flask, right? Obviously, if you want to keep your coffee hot when you're at work or your drink's cold, whatever it is, this can be really, really helpful. Most sites will actually provide you with a drink container, etc., a drink bottle, but why not take your own if you can? Charger cords. Okay, without a doubt, I've been on site and my charger cord broke. So I highly suggest taking a backup one just in case, right? And yes, if you're nice to the housekeepers, they might be able to provide you one if you lose one. You can potentially buy them at the shop, but the prices on those things will be completely jacked up. I also suggest getting one with one of those 1 meter cords, because where you actually plug it into the wall and where you actually will have your phone can be a fair way away, right? This brings me to the next one, a power board and potentially an extension cord. Now, you don't need to necessarily take these ones up because, again, if you go and find your friendly maintenance guy, there's a high chance that they might have one that's actually tested and tagged. That is essential when it comes to things like extension cords or power boards as well. So just make sure you go and find and make friends with the maintenance and the catering stuff in general. Okay. Let's talk about those boots. Oh my God, if you haven't broken those in yet, these are going to be a lifesaver. These are bamboo socks. You need at least 5 pairs, I recommend, because they take ages to dry. So you could have a few pairs hanging out overnight, and trust me, these can be a game changer to save you from getting those dreaded blisters, right? But if you are prone to blisters, why not take up a couple of these? You can actually get them from the medic if you have issues, but, you know, why not take up 1 or 2 just in case to prevent that in the first place? Now, let's talk about the most taboo subject in the mining industry, which is chafing. That's right. Guess what? You're in a hot environment, you're wearing those trousers, and there's a high chance you're probably going to get chafed, all right? And who doesn't need a good lip balm? This stuff here is a game changer. I swear by this stuff. Okay, you can put that tub into the freezer. If you happen to get chafing, you will thank me for it later. Seriously, that'll clear it overnight. Amazing. Okay, creature comforts. If you've got the ability to do it, and I'm not talking necessarily your very first swing, why not take up your own linen? I'm talking towels. They can brighten up your room. They are a lot nicer than the stuff that you get on site. A lot of those towels are good for one thing, and that is being a floor mat only. That's it. Okay, medication. Without a doubt, if you're asthmatic, if you need specific medication, take up extra. Panadol and even cold and flu tablets can be handy just in case. Sure, they provide medication on some sites, but you know, in most cases, just be prepared and take up enough to get you through the swing, if not a little bit more. And if you are on a prescription medication, take the script up with you, because if it potentially could cause you to blow over in a drug and alcohol test, then you're going to need proof that you're actually on it. Okay, cigarettes, right? If you're a smoker, Those are so expensive at the shop, okay? In fact, everything is overpriced at the shop. So take up your little creature comforts that you might need to get you through that swing, okay? Including stuff like lighters. If you can get it through on the plane, why not take it up? Those little plastic big ones are probably the best to take, if you can get them through. Okay, when it comes to as well, do you really need a 2-litre bottle of shampoo and then a 2-litre bottle of conditioner? No. So take travel packs. You can take these filled with conditioners, moisturizers, all that sort of stuff. Lightweight, easy to take in your bag, and don't spill because you have them in those little containers. Super easy, right? Okay, now check this out. This is the room that you're going to be staying in. Now, how lovely does that look, right? Bum, no. Okay, these things stink and they're loud and they're not very, I don't know, like some of them look like a prison cell, I could imagine. So why not take up some things to block out that stench of that probably aircon filter? Like how about a diffuser, some nice soaps, etc. And if you're on night shift, no, you don't need to take this up with you, but this is what you can help you to get through night shift. Go and ask the chefs, hey, have you got any alfoil to put it on your doors or windows, right, if you can. Another thing as well, you're most likely going to get provided with earplugs, but if you have issues sleeping, take a couple of earplugs. They don't hurt having these on the plane as well. Trust me, when it comes to night shift, these can be an absolute, like they can be the difference between you sleeping or not. Let's talk about what you're going to wear after work. If you're going to the gym, you want obviously gym clothes. If you're going to the mess, you are not allowed in there in singlets, right? For hygiene reasons. So make sure that you have a t-shirt or something like that and nice clothes that you can wear to the mess after work. Like simply put, just have a think about that. Even one or two pairs of clothes that you can change, something to wear on the plane, something to wear after work. Happy days. How many clothes do you really need? Probably not that many. Okay, when it comes to clothes also, if you're like me, you might consider wanting to take your own laundry detergent and fabric softener. That stuff made my skin itch. The camps do provide it, but I suggest taking your own. And why not have nice smelling things? Seriously, like clothes. Okay, the next one for your room. After work, you might want some little nibblies or whatever. So if you need any snacks like that and you are able to take them on the plane with you, just check before you go on the plane. Like you might have certain quarantine issues, especially if you're going to somewhere like Barrow that you need to comply with. So just check what you can and can't take, because you might get a surprise of getting it confiscated at the airport. And now you're probably going, oh, what the hell? How am I meant to get all that stuff on the plane? And I totally agree with you. So here is a pro hack that I used to do. When I was working on Barrow, doing 4 and 1, which is a bloody long time, right? And this is if you're permanent as well. If you're casual, it might be a little bit more challenging sending yourself stuff, but why not send yourself a nice little care package, right? You can put in all the stuff in there. You trust me, that it's actually not that expensive to do this. And who doesn't like getting a nice package when you get to site? So this can be one way. I used to fly in from site. I had my list of stuff that I wanted. I would go and buy it, and then I would put it in this thing and send it up to myself the very first day of my R&R, so I knew it would be there when I got back up to site. This can be a game changer and help you get your luggage down way quicker. Now, again, if you're casual, this might be a bit more of a challenge to do this because you might be going to different sites, etc. But if you're permanent, definitely try this, right? Now, if you are heading to site for your first time as well, like I said, congratulations. And here is a video that I highly suggest that you might actually want to check out. This is 13 things I wish I knew before I started my first mining job. This might be helpful. And of course, subscribe to the channel if this has been helpful. Share it with your mates and make sure you're in our Facebook group. Thanks for watching. I'm Alana from Win Win, and have an awesome first swing.